Hey guys, can you see me now? Can you please someone respond if you are able to see me? Guys, can you see me or hear me? Okay guys, so let's wait for a couple of minutes. I think a couple of folks are also joining very soon, and then with this session we can start with respect to, if you have any doubts either in Selenium or any other automation tool or any backend automation, and if you're preparing for interview and with respect to any QA automation manual testing also, if you want to ask something. Okay, so let's have 30 35 45 minute session, and then accordingly we can we'll start. So cool, like, oh, that's cool that this is the second time I'm coming online, guys. Today I'm not very well. I'm having still facing jet lag. So yeah, but still I'll try my best to give the proper answer for all of you, and let's share this knowledge with all together. So yeah, so let's wait for 2 minutes, and then accordingly we will guys we will start. Just a minute. I don't know what exactly the quality we are getting on YouTube stream live stream. I mean, is it a good quality? Like the video quality is really good. I don't know that the light is coming properly or not, but still, yeah, let's try this out. Okay, cool. Then oh, that video is great. So nice. Thank you. So thanks, Pranav. Okay, what made you start YouTube channel? Yeah. So YouTube channel, guys, it's not like that I want to earn something or something like that. It's not at all about that. It's all about sharing the knowledge, and I always believe that if you have some knowledge, if you have some skills, so better to share with people, right? So better just grow our community in terms of automation. So I'm trying my best. I hope you guys are liking my videos, and I mean, if you have any feedback, feel free to share with me. So I'm not making any fancy videos, like any very fascinating videos or something like that. But yeah, I'm trying my best to give you the best content so that you guys can understand properly. Or yeah, cool. So can we have the first session? I mean, first question after this YouTube channel question. So someone asked that what is the next level of automation in Selenium? Cool. So Pranav is asking that what is the next level? See guys, next level there is no limit, right? There is no limit. Fine. So next level is that 10 years back we are talking about load runner QTP was there in was a king in automation. After that some other tools were there in the market. Now the I always believe that the next future is the open source technologies. Okay, a lot of new things are coming into the picture like 4 or 5 years down the time. So definitely a lot of things are coming, but Selenium is evergreen. Selenium is like enhancing, and like anything, Selenium is the in terms of UI automation. And guys, don't think that okay, everything will be replaced by some robot processes or something, machine learning or artificial intelligence. Web applications were definitely will be there, so no doubt Selenium will be there. And I heard that okay, Selenium very soon is going to start with support with the desktop application also. So whatever the problems we are facing with respect to desktop application, that Selenium is not able to automate and these things, so those problems will be resolved. Then if this feature is coming, then definitely Selenium will be the best tool in the one of the best tools available in the market. Okay, so Selenium is great future, no doubt. But guys, learn about some other apart from Selenium also. Okay, backend automation, backend services, Selenium. A lot of people are learning, so no doubt that backend is equally important. Okay, so we have already created these kind of videos for REST API automation and all those things. So please refer those things. Learn SOAP UI. SOAP UI somewhere they have amazingly improved with respect to REST API. So please learn SOAP UI also. Okay, so Yeah, so yeah, definitely we can make like how to make resume attractive and all those things. So definitely we will make it. Like I'll give you a guidance that how to prepare your resume. What are the different key set and skill set that you have to mention. What are different keywords with respect to automation we have to mention. And the most important thing is, guys, that fine, your resume is fine, but still your LinkedIn profile is very important these days. So please, if you don't have any LinkedIn profile and if you have not updated, so please update your LinkedIn profile. Okay, that's very, very important because these days good companies, they are not coming through naukri.com or monster.com, they are coming through LinkedIn. So please improve your LinkedIn profile immediately. Okay. So do we have any other question? People are not asking questions today. Let me check. So Shirish Pandey, he's asking that please guide me how to start automation for freshers level, guys. See, guys, if you are a fresher, I would advise you one thing, that you have very good chances to get into it, because in fact I hired couple of freshers in my team also. Okay, I don't bother about that. Okay, if they don't have any knowledge or if they don't have any experience, but if they have any skill set in terms of automation, I don't mind to hire. And very light minded people are there in the industry now, especially in product companies, and they don't bother about it. If you have zero experience or only 6 months experience or some internship, but if you are really good in automation and if you're really good in programming, definitely I would hire you. That's not an issue. But how to start? I'm not saying that okay, immediately you will get 5 lakhs ka package or 10 lakhs ka package or something like that. Guys, don't focus on these things and don't have that unnecessary ego that no, how can I do a job with 10,000 per month and 15,000 per month, guys? It's okay. Okay, we all started our career like that only. So it's okay, it's fine that if you're getting whatever the money you are getting, don't focus on the money. Just concentrate on your career and the skill set you are getting. Okay, and always work with some smart people. Okay, because as a fresher there are a lot of scope for learning. So I would advise you, please improve your first of all programming. Okay, for fresher level, programming is must. Okay, because if you are a computer science background or whatever non-computer science background, definitely programming is must, and then learn some at least Selenium tool and show your skills at a time of interview, and definitely they will hire you. Okay, and improve your, once again, please update your and improve your LinkedIn profile. Okay. Next question is how to start learning Selenium. Is any framework knowledge is necessary? Yes, let's see. Selenium you can learn in 2 days, guys. Anyone can Selenium in 2 days. It's so simple that syntax wise and the coding wise, it's very simple. But the problem is the design, the framework design. How will you design the framework and all those things? So yes, framework is very, very important. If you are experienced guy, at least 2 years or 3 years or maybe 5 years experienced guy, so definitely, guys, Selenium framework designing and all those stuff is very important. Otherwise, how will you survive? If you don't know framework designing, then anyone can do that, right? There is no point, right? And there is no use also. If I'm writing simple, okay, driver.get, launch the URL and launch the browser and do a couple of steps in automation, then what is the point? Nobody is going to do that, right? So you have to justify that, okay, there is a term called that is called ROI, return on investment. So people are investing on you and you don't know about framework, then how will you survive, right? So our target is to find the bugs. Okay, our target is to make sure that okay, we are not taking much amount of time at a time of regression, and we can release on the production as soon as possible. So obviously framework will come into the picture. So framework is very important. Basic knowledge of Selenium, you cannot survive. Thanks, Shubham. You learned so many things from my channel. Thank you so much. Madan is asking that I've been asked in the interview that how are you sharing your automation test cases report to the client and where do you write your test cases? What would the correct reply? See, guys, first of all, very few companies are there. They are sharing their automation report and test automation report with the clients directly. First of all, like there is no point to share your report with the clients. If you have to share, then you have to share with your team. You have to share with the development team and the different stakeholders in the company. But still, if you have to share with your client, then we don't share any manual report or something like that. We have different tools are there. We can share your You can share your Jenkins report, you can share your TestNG report, you can share your extend report with all the error logs and exceptions and how many test cases got pass fail and everything. And you can maintain a repository, because in extend report will give you one HTML file or something like that. You can save this and you can store somewhere on the server or any some centralized repository. And let's say they want to see that okay, what is happening 1 month back and what is happening currently, and in the last bit also what exactly number of test cases got failed and passed. so you can maintain the history over there. Okay, so we don't write the manual report or something like that, just like in manual testing. Okay, we have these kind of tools are available with the Allure plugin is there. Jenkins report, one of the best report I think. Just simple share the Jenkins report, the URL and everything with them. And the moment you finish the build through Jenkins, you can configure their email IDs and everything. So automatically they will be getting the reports. So this is how we can do that. This is what I do. So another question is that Prabesh is asking that I have experience in manual testing, want to move on automation. So definitely this is the right time. I have already prepared one video on this thing. What is the future and presence of, the present of automation, in manual testing. So guys, this is a very, very right time that you have to switch to automation. So learn with simple thing. I'm not saying do some rocket science in automation. Learn with simple things like we have, first basics of programming is really required. Don't jump to Selenium directly. Basics of programming, Java is one of the simplest language you can learn, and then side by side if you want to learn one scripting language just like Python, you can learn. Okay, and then best tool is available in the market is that is Selenium. So just learn Selenium, and then I think for initial point of view, I think you are good to go. Okay, from manual to automation, and then side by side after 6 months and 1 month, and after 1 year, then if you have some knowledge, if you have some knowledge and get the confidence, then you can learn backend automation or database automation or web services automation also you can learn side by side. Okay, I'm facing questions called open question like biggest mistake done, any suggestion given and implement. What do you mean by biggest mistake? Biggest mistake where, like in terms of automation, or it's a very general question? So in terms of automation, we don't do any biggest mistake, and mistakes are always mistakes. There is no small mistake or silly mistakes or biggest mistake. Mistakes are mistakes, guys. So for finding the solution for any mistakes, that matters a lot. Okay. So please specify what kind of mistake you're talking about. Okay, the biggest mistake I won't consider, and it's a very negative question, and nobody will ask you at a time of interview that what exactly the biggest mistake you have done in your framework. No, never mention, and you have to do very smartly. Don't say that okay, this is a unnecessary disaster thing you did in your resume. In your framework designing in your project. Don't say like that. Okay, so please mention what kind of biggest mistake you are talking about. Okay, video you will okay. Okay, Ravi is asking that, okay, I want to learn Cucumber and Jenkins, how to approach it. So Jenkins, guys, I have already prepared a video. Cucumber, I know lot of people are asking. I have only one video on Cucumber around 1 year back I uploaded. So very soon in the next week onwards, I'm going to start the Cucumber series also. So step by step, we will learn about Cucumber. Hardly it will take around 4 to 5 sessions, 4 to 5 videos. In 4 to 5 videos, I'm giving you guarantee that, okay, you will become master in Cucumber and you can crack any interview with respect to Cucumber. But we will cover Cucumber with JVM, Cucumber with Java. Cucumber is also available with Ruby, but I'm not going to cover with Ruby because I'm from Java background. So we are not going to cover with Ruby, but Cucumber with Ruby definitely we will cover. Okay, so please wait for some time. Okay, next week onwards, definitely Cucumber videos are coming soon. So definitely that time you can learn Cucumber integration with JUnit, SSNG, and Jenkins and everything we will cover. Okay. Just a minute. Bharat is asking that, okay, that I'm new to automation. My doubt is when we need to use track edge while converting manual test cases to automation means for which level, medium, high, blocker, or test cases. I didn't get this question, guys. When we have to use, you mean to say track edge block while converting manual test cases to automation means for which level, medium, high, blocker, or test cases? Okay, See guys, doesn't matter if your test cases, manual test cases are medium level or high level or low priority level or something like that, doesn't matter. It's okay. If you feel that, okay, this particular test case can be automated, this particular test case, and people are asking that how will you determine that this is the best candidate for automation? So how will you answer this question? The answer of this question is that couple of factors are there. First of all, let's see, I have 500 test cases, and out of 500 test cases, 300 test cases that every build in every week, that's so boring task that manually I'm doing again and again. So better to automate those things. All the happy path scenarios we have to automate. First, the best answer is that all the happy path scenarios and the regression test cases that we have to execute again and again, we have to automate. Some data creation part. Let's say you are creating some, you are doing some testing, and before that you have to create a data for that. So obviously that you have to prepare the data, you have to dump the data, and you have to do the data testing also. So in that case automation will be really helpful. You can dump the data, you can create a data. For data creation testing also you can perform some boring administrative work or settings you have to perform before writing the test case, before executing the test cases. So these kind of test cases also you can automate. Okay, apart from that, most of the lengthy scenarios, let's say around 10 to 15 steps, log in, log out, okay, log in with employer, then log in with manager, then log in with admin, then approve it, all the workflow based scenarios and everything, these things guys easily you can automate. Okay, so these are the best candidate for the automation. Not recommended for automation, that some, let's see, very complex scenarios which is really required some manual intervention, we really need to do some negative testing in that case. So don't do automation for those things. So that's why I always say that 100% automation is not possible. Okay, so yes, 80-90% we can achieve, but 100% automation is not possible. We have to do some functional testing and manual testing as well, right? Pritesh is asking, hey Naveen, any scope for automation outside India in terms of package? So guys, outside of India, like, yeah, there are a lot of opportunities in Europe and UK and USA, definitely. Like, if you are good, the only problem is if you are getting the visa, and then definitely in the Gulf countries also, in Dubai and in UAE also, there are a lot of opportunities. And USA is the, in Silicon Valley we have in California, lot of opportunities are there in terms of automation, in terms of testing, and new things are there. So yes, no doubt, opportunities are amazingly good there. Okay. Syed is asking that how do you handle pop-ups in Selenium? What's the syntax? How will you answer this question? So yeah, so it's a very common question that I've already covered so many times. How will you handle the pop-up? To handle the pop-up, first of all, you have to tell what are the different types of pop-ups. We have JavaScript pop-up, that is called alert pop-up. We have Windows pop-up, right? That is called file upload pop-up or something like that. Then we have this thing, a browser pop-up, right? So for browser pop-up we have window handler API. For alerts and JavaScript pop-up we have alert API, like .accept and .dismiss method is there. And for window pop-up, let's say for file upload or these things, operating system windows pop-ups are there. In that case Selenium cannot automate. You have to tell this line: Selenium cannot automate any desktop based or Windows based pop-ups. In that case we have to use some external tool that is called maybe auto IT. We can use Sikuli also. Okay, so auto IT and Sikuli is one of the best option that we can use that. Okay, any job you can help outside in India, I mean outside India, no, I cannot help. See, I'm not the right person for this question, so please, I cannot help in this. Now he's asking that if a file has 50 class files, what do you mean by a file has 50 class files, and I want to execute only 30 class files, then how we can achieve this task? No, I didn't get this question. How can a file can have 50 class files? You can ask like, okay, if a particular test case is having 50 test cases, but you want to execute only 30 test cases, in that case, we have one keyword is there, that is enabled equal to true or false. So let's say I have 5 test cases. I don't want to execute a search test case. So in the search test case, at the rate test, inside the bracket, you can write enabled equal to false. Okay, enabled equal to false. So TestNG will ignore that particular test case. I have already covered in TestNG cases, guys, in TestNG sessions. So please go through it, and definitely you will get to know your answer. Okay, so Sunil is asking, hi Naveen, I have 5 years experience in test automation, 3 experience in Selenium, and 2 years in and if I learn RP automation is added a skill for normal test automation engineers. Yes, no doubt that will be a extra value addition in your profile. So if you really want to learn RPA, you can do that. But still, I would say that for RPA, a lot of people are asking that. I don't see that RPA is having a very great future. But yes, no doubt, still it's a hype in the market that okay, like we should learn it or not. But I have never seen, very few companies are there. They are implementing RPA, and they are moving and they are migrating to RPA. So wait for some time, at least 6 months. After that, we will see that RPA is really important to learn or not. Better to learn that some other famous tools, which is very demanding in the market. That will be a better option in that case. Okay. I want to do real-time projects using Selenium WebDriver. What should be my approach and where I can learn real-time projects? Guys, what do you mean by real-time projects? Everything is real-time, right? All the applications are, these are real-time applications. If you see my page object model tutorials, we have taken that very one CRM application like freecrm.com. Okay, so you can pick these kind of applications that where we have some basic features like login, search, adding, all the current operations. We can create the data, we can retrieve the data, we can update the data, we can delete the data, right? Different user based roles, access permissions, like we have different kind of users are there. Such kind of projects you can pick. You can pick one e-commerce application. Don't do any automation on Facebook, LinkedIn, Facebook. Don't waste your time. I have seen some trainers, I have seen some candidates also, they are doing automation on Facebook. Just don't waste your time doing automation on Facebook, guys. Don't do that. If only 1% chances are there that if you are going to join Facebook company, then it is required. Otherwise, there is no use of that. Why are you automating Facebook? We have so many other applications are there in the market. Okay, you can take those examples to automate instead of wasting your time on Facebook. Facebook is so dynamic in nature, their objects are so dynamic, you won't be able to do that, right? And there is no learning in terms of Facebook automation. So better to concentrate on some CRM or some basic e-commerce application that you can take. I won't say any name, so you can take some such e-commerce applications, okay, and then start doing automation. Okay. How SDET role differs from automation tester? There is a very thin line between automation tester and SDET. SDET means software development engineer in testing. Automation is only for automation guy. I mean, automation testing is only for automation. SDET means that you are doing some white box testing also. Maybe you are writing some unit level test cases or integration level test cases also. And you are contributing towards DevOps. You are setting up like all the Jenkins and configurations and how to check the logs and how to monitor the logs on the console and the live systems and everything, and all these things you are doing as an SDET role, and you are looking into the dev code also, that what exactly the code and test cases they have written, the white box kind of testing you are performing. Automation tester, I would say these are more black box tester. They are using like typical Selenium and typical automation tools and doing some automation in a black box way. So this is a basic difference between SDET and automation tester. Sure, I'll come every week definitely. Can I write multiple wait condition in Selenium code? Yes, you can write. Why? Like yes, you can use. But the best practice is that always use page load timeout and implicitly wait immediately after your WebDriver initialization. Okay, that is the first thing. Make it a practice. Second thing is, guys, you have to use that is explicitly wait. Create one generic explicit method on the basis of the given element. You just pass the element and put one explicit condition over there. And explicitly wait you can use for any element. So it's up to you. Either you want to use 100 explicit wait, because explicit wait, the advantage is it's so dynamic in nature. Let's say you have given 20 seconds of wait for a specific element to be visible. An element is found within 2 seconds, so the rest of the 18 seconds will be ignored. So that is so dynamic in nature, right? It's actually saving your time. So yes, you can use multiple times explicit wait and all. Okay. Madan is asking that, okay, I have an interview with Synchron Pune, I think. Synchron is Pune and Bangalore also. Where the interview put the question to me, how would you copy everything from a file and paste it on a textbook at one go? Do not copy line by line. Okay. So there are some utilities in Java. There is no, these are the, obviously you have to do a programming. Okay. Through programming, you can do that. So the copy utils methods are available in Java in .nio package and IO package. I don't remember the exact method name, but you can look into the IO package, and where no need to do the for loop or something like that. That line by line you are doing through the buffer streams. You can copy the entire string and then paste into different things. So copy utilities are available. File copy utilities are available where you can use it. I don't know why people are asking such kind of questions, but yeah, I mean, at the time of interview, they should not ask these kind of questions, but still they are asking, then you can have a look. Selenium is the right tool to automate Salesforce application. Yes, like I have done Salesforce automation so many times. and it's quite compatible with the Salesforce UI. And I can share for Salesforce guys that some amazing utilities I have created in my project for myself, that you can directly read the Salesforce object and you can do any kind of select, update, create, and update and delete operations with Salesforce object as well as Salesforce UI also. So if you want, I can share these things with you. Okay, yes, and it's quite compatible with the Salesforce UI also, no doubt. Hi Naveen, how can we automate Flex application? For Flex application, there are that different tools are available in Selenium. They have very basic APIs, but it's not very reliable. So I won't suggest to use Flex and Flash application to automate these things. But you can use Sikuli in that case, and there are some open source tools are available especially for Flash applications. So maybe I can create one video on this, that how to use these kind of tools. These are open source, and definitely I can do that. So yeah, I'll make it a note for that. But Selenium is not at all compatible with not great compatible with Flex and Flash. I would prefer to use Sikuli in that case. You can use Sikuli. Could you make a video on how to retrieve the data using database and what commands we use in testing? And thanks for the POM project. It was really helpful. Okay. First of all, thank you so much for watching the page object model videos. The problem with database, guys, is that okay, I really need to check that how can I create a local database in my system, right? Because I cannot access the official database. So I have to see that how can I access that. I need to download the SQL Server and MySQL Server. I have to create my own database and at least couple of database tables and everything and queries. I have to make sure that okay, it's working fine, and then I can show it to you. Okay, so that thing is pending. I really need to look into it. That how can we do that? Naveen, can you please explain an architecture level for script-less automation? That like if we perform recording application, 80% of scripts automatically generated with a test engine template is that no guys, no, please. Sunil, don't do that and never explain such kind of things at a time of interview also. If you're doing recording and then 80% of the things are recorded already and developed already and then you are enhancing, no, don't do that. This is a very negative thing at a time of interview. So don't do that. Better to write the, from the first line, from the create a first test class or a Java class in your project. First line, write it, okay, by your hand. So don't do any record and play, nothing like that. Okay, don't make it a habit of doing record and play or such kind of stuff. Like this is not a good practice. Why it is not a good practice? Because for a small application for 5 or 10 test cases you can do that, but at the time of bigger level, if you want to implement some object oriented programming concepts, if you want to implement some inheritance or polymorphism or encapsulation or exception handling, these kind of things in your project, then these things won't work. Okay, and initially at the starting of your career, better to never do such kind of recordings and all. Okay, I never prefer recording and record and play. It's a negative impression at a time of interview. It shows that okay, you are avoiding coding. It means you are not good in coding, you are not good in writing the code and everything. So don't do that, guys. Okay, better to write the script and design the framework. It will give you a confidence, and the each and everything about the framework you will get to know that okay, how exactly the framework is designed and how exactly the classes architecture and everything. Okay, so why are you avoiding these things? So better to write your own classes, own files, own code. For small elements also write it. Okay, so that is the best approach. Video on Zira, not that much priority, guys, that we can do that. And there are a lot of tools are there on YouTube. I mean, videos are there on YouTube for Zira. So if you want, I can make it, but it's not that important as of now. Okay, next question is that difference between data provider and at the rate factory. I have already covered in TestNG. Please go through it. Data provider is used for getting the data from any resources, and at the rate factory from the multiple resources. If you want to get it at the rate factory, we can use that. Okay, I have already properly explained in TestNG interview questions also what is the difference between data provider and at the rate factory, and when we have to use factory and when we have to use a data provider. Okay, so please go through it. What is the next live? When is the next live session so that we can wait before and we don't miss from starting? Yes, 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 yes. Definitely that. What I'm planning that every Sunday we can have it. Okay, at least 1 hour session or 45-minute session. So I'll inform you guys. Sure. So if you really like, definitely we can update in a WhatsApp and Telegram group, and definitely I'll update you guys there that okay, that's I'm coming before one day I'm coming live, and then accordingly you guys can join. Where do I get your codes? Do I need a permission from you to get into your Git repository? No, I've already shared my Git repositories. In page object model the description also you can check that. And in Java sessions also I have given my and Git repositories over there. And you don't need any permission, because in Git repository you don't need any permission if you want to read the code. But if you want to write the code, obviously in that case you need some permission. So you don't need any permission, guys. Go and feel free to download. Naveen, mixing implicitly weight and explicitly weight gives unknown error. No, not at all. No, it won't give, because implicit weight concept is totally different and explicit weight concept is totally different. So if you're applying implicit weight and explicitly weight together, if you have explicitly weight you have given, that's why name is itself explicitly weight. The importance will be given to explicit weight. In that case, implicit weight will be ignored for that particular element, so it won't give any error. Let me know if you have any example for that. We can discuss about it. Thanks for the answer, but at least what queries are used? What do you mean by what queries? Oh, you are talking about the SQL queries? See guys, SQL is a totally different concept, but at least you must know about the basics of SQL. What are different select command and update command and select queries and delete queries, and a difference between delete and truncate and drop the group by having SQL joins. Guys, please go through it. Nobody is going to ask very deep, depth question, but yes, uh, SQL joins you can definitely you can add in your skills. SQL join is very important. Okay. What queries? Okay, fine. So Naveen, can we do database testing through Selenium? Yes, we can do database testing with Selenium. No, in Selenium we don't have any APIs, guys. In Selenium we don't have any such APIs that Selenium will give you such commands or something like that. You have to use Java or the respective programming language. If you're using JavaScript or C# or .NET or Python, PHP, each and every programming is having its own code APIs to connect to the database and retrieve the data from database. Selenium does not provide any method or any class or any interface or any API to interact with a database. If at a time of interview also people are asking, right? So just say that okay, Selenium does not provide any API. We have to use programmatically. Whatever the language, language you are using, okay, through that programming language you can do that. Yeah. Mukta is asking that, hello sir, can you please make some videos on BDD interview questions? Yes, Mukta. We will cover those questions. We will cover first of all Cucumber, and I'm planning to cover JBehave also very soon in the next week. And after that, uh, one interview question tutorial we can prepare on BDD frameworks, because these days Cucumber is getting very famous, and seriously that is the pending task from my side. Definitely we will create Cucumber things also. Salesforce automation, guys. Okay, if you insist, if you are demanding, definitely I'll prepare at least one half an hour session on Salesforce automation, and I'll share my APIs with you guys. You can use that. Okay, after that, during interview time, interviewers are asking that syntax, how do you deal with this? Sorry to say, they all are Indians. How do you will deal with this? No offense, please. See, guys, syntax is obviously whenever it is required, right? You have to handle this such kind of question very smartly. If I'm asking, give me the syntax of database connection, who will give you the database connection syntax? It's not. In fact, I cannot give that exact syntax. Okay, but for small things, let's say I'm asking that, okay, tell me the syntax of driver.find elements, or how will you write the syntax of XPath, how will you write the syntax of alert handling and pop-up handling or window handling. In that case, obviously syntax is required. They want to see that, okay, do you remember the test case? I mean, do you remember the method name or like that? Okay, or give me the or give me the syntax or the exact code of method overloading and method overriding. How will you achieve the inheritance and all those stuff? In that case, obviously they are expecting, okay, they are expecting these kind of things. But for complex things, which is like I just need to see check it on Google and then I'll copy paste. So why would I need that? There is no such requirement for the syntax learning and everything. You cannot remember each and everything, guys. So right, there is no point for that. So better just say that, okay, yeah, I don't remember exact code, I don't remember the exact method, but yes, I know that, okay, such kind of utilities are available, and through this utility, or give some random method name or similar method name. Let's see, make connection. So simple, we have one method that is get connection method or make connection method, such like something like that. You can tell, don't tell the exact syntax, okay. But yes, if you're doing some silly mistakes, let's see, one method is returning a string type and you are writing void, so obviously they are expecting, right? If you have created one method which is returning a string object, or one method is returning one class object, but still you are writing void over there, so obviously, I mean, it shows that, okay, you are not good in programming in that case, right? Which one is better, Cucumber or Selenium? Guys, again, there is no comparison with Cucumber and Selenium. Cucumber itself is using Selenium, right? You are integrating with Cucumber with Selenium. It's like a feather in a cap. It's like a cherry on a cake. So if you are using Selenium, fine. I can use Selenium standalone. I can use Selenium without TestNG and Cucumber also. But if you are add with TestNG and with and Cucumber also, then okay, you can enhance your framework in a better way, in a systematic way. So that's why we use Cucumber. There is no comparison with Cucumber. Cucumber is not used to automate browsers. Cucumber is used to write the test cases in a BDD framework point of view. We have feature file, we have a step definition file like that. Okay, Cucumber can be used for web services automation also. Cucumber can be used for unit test cases also written by the developers because it uses its own Jerkin language. So that's why we are taking the advantage of Cucumber, just like we are taking the advantage of TestNG with Selenium to write the more powerful test cases, right? So there is no comparison. How can you, if I, okay, this is a question that which one is better, Cucumber or Selenium? If I say no, Cucumber is better, how can you justify this question, right? So if they are asking this question, first of all, I mean, they should not ask. They should ask that, okay, how will you integrate with Cucumber with Selenium? Or which one is better, Cucumber or TestNG? This is the right question, right? Where can we share our challenges with me? Definitely, you can share your challenges in the comment section. I always try my best to give you the answers. So write in the comment section that please write your questions over there. Definitely, I'll do that. Without using select class, how to do the drop down selection? Very simple. I have already covered. First of all, very straightforward method is there, that is use send keys. On drop down, if the file type is equal to with the type equal to file, simple use send keys. Second thing is that you can use through for loop also, because in select class we have number of select tag, we have number of option child tags also there. So by using driver.find elements and double slash options, you can use store in some list object and then iterate it and then compare with the exact value available in the drop down and then dot click, simple select it. So without select class also, select class internally works like that only, okay, because that's why after I think 2.3 or 2.35 they introduce select class, okay. So without select class also you can do that. Protector is better to automate AngularJS application over Selenium. Yes, Protector is designed for AngularJS application, no doubt. But if you really want to work with Protector, the biggest challenge is that you have to learn JavaScript. And JavaScript is the most weird language in among all the programming languages, guys. So you have to learn JavaScript. But Protector is a great tool for, is one of the best. I mean, obviously, it's a dedicated tool for AngularJS application. But Selenium with Java also, WebDriver with Java also, you can automate, and I have already automated a couple of applications with Selenium with Java, okay, for AngularJS application, okay. But if you really want to learn Protector, you have to first make sure that, okay, you are good enough in JavaScript, because the complete Protector is based on Node.js and AngularJS and Mocha, Grunt, these sort of APIs you're using, libraries you're using, and all these libraries are based on JavaScript only. Okay. Which is better, Vinium versus Auto IT? Vinium is dedicated for Windows-based application, and Auto IT is also which really improved from last 2 years. Both are competitive products. I would prefer to use Vinium in that case if you really want to do some automation with respect to Windows-based application. Auto IT you can use for some basic or small applications, or some if you really want to integrate with Selenium or such kind of things, you can do that with Auto IT. Although both the tools are not that great famous, because most of the applications, 90% of applications are migrated to web applications or mobile applications. So I'm not a big fan of Vinium as well as the Auto IT. Uh, why Protector is better to automate? AngularJS application I've already discussed, because it's dedicatedly designed for and there is no explicitly weight or implicitly weight in Protector. Internally, it handles all the Ajax component internally. So they have already created all the asynchronous calls. The design like that only. So that's why it's much better than Selenium WebDriver with Java concept. Okay, so that's why Protector is very useful for AngularJS. In which scenario we use try with multiple catches? Selenium wise, I can give you some multiple catches. Generally, we don't use in Selenium. We can have one single try, and then multiple catches is like that. In Selenium, I can give you one example, especially with let's see one database connection if you are making, or web-based application point of view, with a single catch you can make it possible. Okay, there is no, I don't think so that we can use try with multiple catches. It is really required or not in Selenium. Okay. Best reporting format with Cucumber BDD framework, guys. Yes, you can use Jenkins. Oh, sorry, you can use Extend Report. Okay, with Cucumber also. You can use Allure plugin also. You can use Serenity. Also, you can use, guys. Okay, so Serenity as well as one more tool is there. Allure plugin. That okay, I've already explained Allure plugin. You can generate the reports for BDD frameworks with Cucumber and all. As Firebug is not implemented in new version of Firefox, how to find XPath elements in Mozilla nowadays? And now it's simple, guys. Like it doesn't matter if Firebug and Firepath is not available. You just need to right click and inspect element and create your own XPath over there. And I've created one video also that how to find the XPath in Google Chrome. And simple on Google Chrome, guys, you can easily do that. Okay, you can check that the correct XPath or not. But especially on Firefox, that simple right click and inspect the elements. It will give you the complete HTML structure of that particular element of that particular page, and then create your own XPath over there and validate the same thing in Google Chrome. Okay, why are you waiting for that? And there are different Crowfire is there, but Crowfire is again the plugin of Chrome. I don't think so there are any plugins are available on Firefox. Okay, but I heard one news yesterday only that Firefox is again supporting Firebug and Firepath. So just update your latest version with Firefox and check. I think Firebug is already enabled. I didn't check. I need to check. Firebug is back. Yes. Yes, Shreyans is saying that. Yes, Firebug is back. So I think they have already started again, once again. So you can check. Can you make a note the combination of Selenium server and Mozilla version? What do you mean by this? Selenium server and Mozilla version. You mean to use a Selenium version and Mozilla version? See, it's so unpredictable, guys. Like you never know. That's the biggest problem with Selenium is facing with respect to Firefox, because Firefox is giving releases like I think in every week or in every 15 days, right? And they are making so many changes in the Mozilla Firefox. Here and there some security changes, here and there some HTML DOM structure they are changing. So they are not able to. We are able to launch the Firefox, but we are not able to perform after that. We are not able to launch the URL, and we are not able to sometimes identify the objects also. And we are getting the WebDriver exceptions or Firefox exception or something like that. So there is no guarantee. So always believe all I what exactly I do that always go to whenever let's say Selenium 3.7.0 is released. So go to their GitHub and check Selenium GitHub is there. I'll share with the URL with you guys, and check what are the different bugs are there with Selenium 3.7.0. A lot of people are asking about that. Okay, Firefox is not compatible, and they will give you a note over there in the release note also. They have clearly mentioned that okay, that this is a version for Chrome, this is a version for Firefox they are supporting till now. Okay, so you can go through these things, and if you are really facing some problem with the latest Firefox, so degrade your Firefox version and then do that. Izil is asking that as an automation developer, do you think RPA can be replaced for end-to-end automation? No. The straightforward answer is no, they cannot. RPA cannot. They are advertising like anything, and we. I don't think so. I literally don't think so. I sometimes I really like. I really. I mean, I don't know, like why they are doing such kind of stuff, and a lot of people are asking that okay, Naveen, robots are coming, and artificial intelligence things are coming, and they will eliminate all the jobs. If they are going to eliminate all the QA jobs, they are going to eliminate developer jobs also. It means the robots will be sitting on the computer and they will be writing the code. Okay, or maybe some computer robots will be there and they will be writing the code, and there is no use of QA and there is no use of things. Okay, or automation engineers and developers also in that case. Are you like, do you really think it will happen like that? No, not at all. Not at all. Okay. So don't worry about these kind of things, guys. I don't know, such kind of news are, I have seen one video that okay, uh, where they are, I mean, I don't know, these kind of rumors they are spreading. We all are logical guys, right? We all are technical guys, that we know that what exactly, okay, things things work, and don't worry about these things, RPA and all these advertising. If you know that 2 months back RPA was like making a hype that okay, this is the future and all those things. Now see the current situation. After 2 3 months, see the current situation. Okay, so there is no like matching with the Selenium, guys. Current situation with RPA is that it's again degrading. Okay, the popularity of RPA, people are aware about it, and some expert in industry, they are already aware about it. Selenium recently released 3.7 version. Why? They've improved like anything, and they are improving, and they are coming with the desktop application automation also very very, I don't know, very soon, maybe in next 2 3 months. This is a news. So if they're putting a lot of efforts with respect to these things, so I don't think so RPA will be famous in that case. But I'm not criticizing anyone. If RPA is there, definitely you have to learn RPA, but at least wait for 6 months, at least 6 months or 8 9 months, and then we will see what is the current situation for RPA. Yeah, run retry logic is still pending. Definitely I'll create it, guys. By using listener, we can create it. Which one is preferred for parallel testing between Selenium grid or Jenkins master slave combination? No, 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 no. See, you are getting confused between Jenkins master slave configuration and the Selenium grid. Selenium grid is dedicated for parallel testing. If Jenkins is just to trigger the builds and everything. Master slave combination is the old technique now. Okay, don't use master slave combination. Selenium is grid is recommended and the most preferable approach for parallel testing. Okay, for your WebDriver testing and all. But make sure your configuration is absolutely fine. Okay. Catalan Studio. Okay, again there is a hype. What exactly Catalan guys they did for non-programmers? They just created one tool, copy paste from QTP to Catalan. This is the exact combination of QTP and Selenium, and they created that tool. But if you really want to Catalan, guys, I mean, yes, it's a nice tool. I have already installed on my laptop. I have seen that. No doubt, it's a great tool. But still, this is a tool for non-programmers, and I don't think so. How much time industry will take and company will take to adapt Catalan over Selenium? Okay. Best way to create a standalone object properties and POM or final class. The first approach is properties. Obviously, I have already explained so many times. You should never create your objects and everything in properties, because you have so many objects in your properties file, and with a single prop object, you are accessing all the 100,000 keys in value pair format. So obviously, it's not a good approach. And the maintenance point of view also, it's really bad. Page object model is one of the best approach because they use page factory, they use @find element annotation is available, and it's not hard coded, guys. Okay, it's available in the form of @find by, and with respect to class itself, you are designing, so there is no problem with that. Final class, yes, another approach is that we can create one class and all the final and static variables you can create. But again, the maintenance point of view also, in the single class you have so many objects. right? So many variables are there. Let's say 1,000 elements are there. So maintenance point of view also, it's not a very great approach. Okay. Who do you consider as god of automation testing, and who is your I don't know. What do you mean by god of automation testing? Seriously, that everybody is expert nowadays, and I have seen a lot of people. They are really good in automation. In fact, I have learned a lot of things from different people in the industry. So my inspiration is you guys, and my inspiration is anyone in the industry. My seniors, my leads, and my obviously. And please go through your guys. Always remember that don't go with the I'll give you one advice that if you can consider this as an advice that please don't do any shortcuts that okay today I learn I just simple record and play, see I'm generating the scripts and then I'm good to go, and I'm really scared of programming. Don't do such kind of stuff. Learn basic things from the scratch and then move step by step to the different level, to the next level. And I'm giving you a guarantee that after 1 year and 2 years you will reach at that level that in the industry any tool is there in the market you can easily learn. Okay, but if you have already made that habit that no, I'm just happy with the record and play, I'm just happy with the basics of a script, I'm just happy with the till Selenium only, I don't want to learn any other thing, then it will be a problem. Okay, so better just do some complex things. Okay, make it easy and then try to learn. Okay, refer blogs, channels. Okay, discuss with your seniors, discuss with your juniors. Always share your knowledge. Okay, always try to do brainstorming for that particular tool. It will give you a lot of advantages, guys. Okay, to learn the new technologies and new things. How we use Jenkins, Maven, and TestNG, why it is used just for some format. First of all, I have already created this video that how to use Jenkins, Maven, and TestNG all together. Why we use. Now you imagine that we have only Selenium script and you have written one Selenium script in your laptop in your Eclipse. We are just executing it and then the results are only available on your machine, and there is no TestNG also, so obviously you are writing all the linear scripts one by one. So that is one of the bad approach. TestNG we are using, why? Because so that we can segregate our test cases in a very systematic way. We can execute in parallel mode also, and we can decide the priorities and everything also. So that's why we use TestNG. Why we are using Jenkins? So that we can achieve the continuous integration, right? So that we can associate our test cases with the main Jenkins pipeline. Okay, in that case, Jenkins came into the picture, and we can execute on Jenkins server on remote machines also. We can execute our test cases. So that's why Jenkins came into the picture. So learning Selenium is not the is not up to the mark. You have to learn TestNG, then Cucumber, then Jenkins. Okay, number of things that you have to learn, guys. Only with Jenkins you cannot survive. Thanks, Abhishek. People are asking Java programs more than Selenium. How to prepare it? See, Java is an ocean, guys. You never know what kind of question they are asking, but it depends on which company you're going. If you're going some product company, let's see in Walmart or Amazon or Flipkart, okay, or Ola, okay, or Microsoft or Google. So forget about Google. Okay, let's not talk about Google. Google is having totally different interview process. Let's see till Microsoft also if you're going. So definitely they are going to ask first of all your data structure and algorithm questions. Okay, so make sure that first at least 1 or 2 rounds will be there based on data structure and algorithm. Learn about the best approaches in data structure and collections. Collections is the most important thing, and algorithms, the time complexity and ON and ON square and ON log n and all those things, and how will you optimize the code. Okay, these things we have to learn. After that, most important thing, what's your design, right? If you're saying that okay, I know Selenium and I can create the script in the simple with the main function, main Java class and all those things, obviously they won't hire you. They need some smart people who can, how exactly your design, what will be your structure, what will be your framework, what is your architecture, and you have to explain your project architecture in a systematic way that you understand the backend, you understand the integration, you understand the services, you understand the front end also, how everything is communicating with each other. So these things, guys, matter a lot. Can we expect APMs? Yes, videos definitely, guys. Very soon I'm going to upload APM also. We will start the APM series. I was just waiting for 1.7, so now 1.7 is the market, and I'm giving you some amazing, amazing knowledge that APM will you will become master in APM. Okay, just wait for some time. Can we automate CAPTCHA? No, it's dedicatedly designed for to prevent automation and for security. But people is still asking. There is a workaround. There is a workaround. There are some Java APIs are there for CAPTCHA and barcode, but those are not 100% successful APIs. So, but a very straightforward answer is that we cannot automate CAPTCHA. Okay, and guys, automating CAPTCHA in a QA environment or staging environment, you can tell your developer that okay, please ignore that and please disable that CAPTCHA option, CAPTCHA flag, so it will not display on the UI. So you can ignore that. Work 5+ years on experience on Java, Selenium, board of that, suggest some good tools and technology which can sustain like Selenium in market. Yes, the same thing happened with a lot of people that okay, after working with Selenium in for 5 years or 4 years, the saturation will come, no doubt. Everything, the same thing we are doing again and again. So better to learn DevOps, better to learn backend. Okay. In backend also there are so many things that you can learn SOAP UI, you can learn REST API automation, you can learn SOAP based API automation. REST assured is there, HTTP client is there. Learn JMeter. Through JMeter also you can do backend automation. DevOps, you can do that. DevOps, like learn about Jenkins, learn about Maven, learn about how to configure the Jenkins pipeline and everything. Okay, and how to monitor the logs like Grafana, Kibana, these sort of tools are there. Okay, and Docker you can learn. AWS, create your account in AWS, Amazon Web Services, and try to learn how exactly we can configure AWS. After Selenium, I think for Azil, this is the right time for you that move into these things. Okay, what are advanced topics you can suggest in Selenium? Please name a few advanced topic, guys, that everything is advanced in Selenium. But yes, you can learn about the actions classes, some very complex things like some couple of examples that how will you find out that okay, the broken links. Okay, how will you handle the Ajax component? How will you handle the calendar and the data table? Okay, one data table is there and you have to select the checkbox for the 5th row or 6th row or 7th row. Sometimes data is coming on the 7th row, sometimes data is coming on the 8th row. In that case, these are the advanced questions. Okay, you can do that, especially with, let's say, I'll give you an example that just like Facebook page, only for that purpose you can do automation for Facebook, that you keep scrolling Facebook and automatically new elements are coming. That is called Ajax. Okay, these kind of scenarios, how will you do that? Okay, so these are the advanced things in Selenium, you can do that. How can we automate OTP? No, we cannot automate OTP because OTP is the one-time password will be sent to you on your mobile. So obviously, how will you do that? So in lower environment, you can tell your developer that okay, please ignore the OTP option and don't enable that option on the QA environment or staging environment. Or you can do one thing, that OTP, you can tell them that please send an OTP on the email ID, okay, instead of the push notification. In that case, you can read the email and then through email content, you can get the OTP and then you can generate. Okay, you can fulfill your scenario. Okay, can you please make video on not robot, it's robot framework with Python. I have worked upon robot framework once with Python, but it's not important as of now. First of all, it's not robot, guys, it's a robot framework. Okay, with Python, it's very famous framework with Python, but then you have to decide, guys. Either you want to go with Python or Java. That is up to you. Okay, so if you really want to go with the robot framework with Python as compared to Java with Selenium with with TestNG and Cucumber, then there are two choices are there. Okay, so it's up to you how exactly you want to proceed further. So for me as of now, it's not that important. Maybe later on I can create 2 or 3 sessions on Python with robot framework. Keyword driven, yeah, okay. Keyword driven framework, guys, I don't like. First of all, it's really with respect to Selenium, and when we are designing everything from the scratch, keyword driven is not at all famous, and not at all maintenance point of view also, it's not that great. And the complexity point of view also, keyword driven is not recommended. We always use like page object model with some hybrid approach and data driven approach. Keyword driven was really good with the QTP because QTP itself was generating some keywords in the keyword mode. But in Selenium, for a small, there are so many complex applications are there and so many pages are there, so many workflows are there, and you will gone mad if you're designing keyword driven. At the time of designing itself also, it will make your life miserable. And at a time of maintenance also, so many keywords that you have to create, and you have to maintain all the keywords properly in the Excel file in a sequencing manner, and so many things you have to do, and it's not at all good approach, guys. Okay, so just avoid keyword driven. And the same thing, if they are asking at a time of interview, you can give the same answer that you don't prefer keyword driven because of these reasons. Okay, so I always prefer data driven, hybrid, page object model patterns, like that. These are very smart approaches are there as compared to keyword driven. What is this question that Koripalli Anvesh is asking that, okay, can you please explain how to automate SOAP UI using Selenium, or can we expect any such videos? Why do you want to automate SOAP UI? Or you want to ask that SOAP API is using Selenium? Please clear your question. SOAP UI is a tool, is a desktop application. You cannot automate, right, with Selenium. But if you want to uh, automate SOAP API and REST API using Selenium, the question is no, you cannot. Selenium is not designed for these things, guys. You have to use some SOAP UI tool, or maybe REST assured or HTTP client, such kind of APIs you have to use. For SOAP, you have to use SOAP Java clients. For REST, you have to use REST assured, okay, and HTTP client. I have already uploaded the video for REST API automation, and SOAP UI also, one video is already there. You can refer these things, and definitely I'm going to start SOAP UI series also. Java collections, yes, guys. Yeah, I'll do that. Java collections, yes, that's important thing, because these days product companies are asking Java collections and data structure and algorithm things. Brief information about Log4j, guys. Log4j complete video is available on my channel. Please go through it for Log4j. Okay, each and everything about the Log4j, how to design the Log4j or properties and everything, I've already explained. So please go through it. It's around 30-40 minutes of video, and within 40 minutes you will become an expert in Log4j. So please go through it. How to write the web table data into Excel sheet? Simple. That number of columns are there, and number of in the web table, same thing you can design in Excel file also, rows and columns and everything you can design. And with the data providers and with the Apache Py API, you can read the data like that, and you can validate, same thing like that. Okay, can you suggest will be best with Selenium? I didn't get this question, guys. Can suggest will be best with Selenium? I didn't get this question, guys. Please. Selenium with Java or Selenium with C Sharp? Obviously, Selenium with Java is more demanding. I would say 80-90% market is captured by Selenium with Java only. Selenium with C Sharp, not in India, but in US, people are working upon it. Selenium with C Sharp, and they are using Microsoft technologies. So opportunities wise, very less opportunities are there. Out of 10, only 1 or 2 companies are working on Selenium with C Sharp. Most of the people are working either Selenium with Java or Python. Drop down value picking from Excel sheet. Drop down value picking from Excel sheet. What do you mean by this? So for handling a drop down, we have select class. So please rephrase this question. What exactly you want to ask, Gopal? Please share the link to join your WhatsApp group. Okay, guys, for WhatsApp group, we have the limit, only 256 users. Okay, is the limit. Please join my Telegram group. Okay, so Telegram group, I'll share with you guys in the description of this video, and you can join Telegram group. Okay, so around 300 people are there in Telegram group already. And if you are an HR or any job posting things, if you want to do that, it's strictly not allowed over there. We just do only and only technical discussions with respect to automation, with respect to Selenium and new tools and technologies. Okay, while running automation script, if I'm getting any blocker issue, how to handle this? Yeah, if you're getting any blocker, so first of all, you discuss with your with your lead or with your team. First of all, what kind of blocker? This is a problem blocker with the Selenium or problem with the application itself. So in that case, immediately at the time of a scrum call or stand-up call, you have to tell, because of this blocker, I'm not able to proceed further. It's hampering my work. Discuss with your scrum master, and so that he will unblock you. Okay, so you will be unblocked immediately. But you can tell that, give the estimations like that. It's gonna take, because of this blocker issue, I'm not able to concentrate on the automation. I'm not able to proceed further with the automation. So I need at least couple of days. okay, to automate these things. Okay, so like that you can explain. Okay, but you have to inform them. While running automation scripts, if I get blocker, okay, already covered. Any other question, guys? How to handle when links are coming from another link on mouse over? Yeah, so in that case, you have to use actions class, right? The mouse movement is available in actions class. So you have to move your mouse on that particular element, on that particular link, then sublinks will be displayed, and then you have to click on it. So you have to make it visible. You have to make sublinks visible, and then only you can click on it. I have already covered this topic, okay, by using actions class. Okay, so please refer that video. Why I is problem with Selenium? It's a great question, and although I have already explained why, what is HTML DOM, because Internet Explorer HTML DOM structure, the document object model, it's very slow. Okay, what do you mean by document object model? That whatever the HTML content, the document you see, okay, that is called HTML DOM. So with respect to IE, okay, each and every browser is having its own version of DOM, okay, for that particular page. Okay, let's see amazon.com. Amazon.com, the way it's loading on Firefox, on Google Chrome, on Internet Explorer, in a totally different way. Okay, so what is happening, that the DOM is very slow. Some browser, they load all the JavaScript libraries and then they will display the exact page and the UI. In Internet Explorer, the mechanism is totally different. It's very slow. Okay, so first they upload the page and then they display the JavaScript. So that's why it's very slow. That's why you're running the Internet Explorer scripts running very slow. Okay, that's a problem with Internet Explorer. So answer is that HTML DOM structure, the document object model, is very slow on Internet Explorer as compared to other browsers. That's why it is very slow. Okay, so guys, we have only 2 minutes more. So which one you suggest for API automation other than SOAP UI? HTTP client and rest assured both are amazingly good, and I would prefer to use HTTP client and rest assured. Okay, SOAP UI, if you really want to use and with Groovy scripting, you can do that, but you must know about Groovy. But HTTP client and rest assured both are amazingly good. Where do I work? I work in Bangalore, and it's a product company. So you can check my LinkedIn profile and you will get to know over there. How to check highlight text on Selenium? By using JavaScript executor. There is no such API or method is available. Okay, so we have directly JavaScript methods are available to highlight the element, and I've already created that video how to highlight that particular element. I can share with you guys, and quickly where it is. Yeah, just a minute. Okay, so this is a link you can refer to highlight that element, how to highlight an element. Can we automate mainframe with Selenium? No. Okay, if it is available in the form of desktop client or any tools or any COBOL clients are available or any Cobra clients are available, you cannot automate. If it's available in the form of mainframe, on top of that UI is available or PHP is there, then only you can do that. Otherwise you cannot. Okay, so let's do another 2 minutes. Let's cover only 2-3 questions, guys. I think that's the time is gone now. If I get an application with bug, well, get an application bug while running a script, how to handle that? That is the best thing. That, guys, that if you're getting any bug through automation, that you have to highlight that. First of all, you have to highlight that. See, this is a return of investment. This is now automation is so strongly built that it's actually finding the issues, and these are the application issues, application bugs are there. So in that case, guys, definitely you have to raise it. And while raising in Zira or any Bugzilla or whatever the bug tracking tool you're using, inside the bracket you can write automation bug. Okay, so that people will get to know that, okay, it is found through automation. Okay, so like that you have to do that. Ultimately, our job, either you are a manual tester or automation tester, your job is what? Your job is to find the issues. Okay, so mention that thing, that through automation we found this issue, and immediately you have to log it. Okay, can we perform all the actions with JavaScript executor? Yes, please go through that video. JavaScript executor video is available, guys, so please go through it. Most of the things, each and everything I've explained over there, so many things: refresh, element click, send keys, everything through JavaScript executor, we can do that. skills you are looking forward in 2018. Yes, it's a great question. And if you really want to prepare yourself for 2018, because 2017 is almost gone, for 2018, guys, we have to check what is the condition of RPA. Let's see. But Selenium is the first thing, no doubt. Selenium will be there. Guys, learn about services, service automation. Now everything is based on services. Okay, services means REST APIs, backend services. Okay, that's the most important thing that you have to learn. People are asking about the microservices. On top of microservices, we have REST API. So how will you automate those things? Learn about TestNG Cucumber along with Selenium. It's fine. Now learn about DevOps like Docker. Learn about Sauce Labs, browser stack. Okay. Learn about Jenkins configurations and all those things. Okay. So DevOps skills is the future with QA automation. So if you're combining QA automation with DevOps skills, great future. You will get amazing opportunities in terms of compensation, in terms of good packages, either in India or in US or European countries. Okay, if you are an automation engineer, along with DevOps skills, great profile. Okay, in any product companies, they are using uh, so many infrastructure things they have automated through DevOps processes. So please go through it. Okay, in 2018 you can target all the DevOps things you can learn, like Chef, Puppet, like Maven, Jenkins, TeamCity, Gradle. Okay, learn about Gradle and Docker, Kubernetes, AWS. Guys, please create your account. It's a free account you can create on AWS, Amazon Web Services. Okay, they will give you one Linux machine free of cost, or one Windows machine. Okay, you can capture. So on Linux machine and Unix machine, you can configure Selenium things and Docker and everything on AWS, and you can execute on AWS. So please learn about AWS, Amazon Web Services. Okay. Jenkins configuration, Nandani, I have already created. Please go through it. Jenkins configuration with Selenium and everything I have already created. Please go through it. 2 videos are there. Okay. Resume I'll share with you guys. I'll share the link in that video description itself. I'll upload in Google Drive and I'll share the link URL. Okay, guys. I think that's all for today. And so, guys, tell me like if you really like this video session, and sorry for that. Like it's a Saturday. I mean, it's Sunday evening, and then I'm taking your time. But if you really like this session, please say yes. And if you really like, if you didn't like and it's a totally waste of your time, then please say no. So accordingly, we can decide in the next thing. And okay, so we can do one thing that every weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, we can we can have this session. And okay, and anything else you want to discuss? Don't call me sir, guys, please. And don't write in the comment itself that in the video comment sometimes I see Naveen sir, Naveen sir. Please don't call me sir. We all are same, in the same profile, in the same age group, I think. And yeah, so in the same profession. So guys, please don't call me sir and all. Okay, and for Bangalore, guys, I'm planning to do one meetup because I'm back to India now, and then let's do one meetup. Let's meet somewhere face to face in somewhere in Bangalore, and we can connect to the remote guys through some WebEx or something like that. So let's do some meetup, at least 30, 40, 50 people. We all can meet together, maybe in some coffee shop or something, and we can meet together, and then we can have a discussion, and we can present something new over there. Okay, so let me plan that, and then we will meet accordingly. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next session. And please subscribe to the channel and please share with others. And thank you so much for the response. Thanks a lot. I'll see you. Bye bye.